We've got Jasmine Kyle of the SCK Humane Society with us this morning, and she wants to invite you to the 3rd annual Bad Pet Portraits fundraiser. It starts next week. Welcome to you. Thank you so much for being with us this morning. So talk to me a little bit about these bad pet portraits.
Yeah, we call them bad just because they're not professional, but we started this 3 years ago. And for a $5 donation, what you do is you drop off a physical photo of your animal or animals, and we'll draw them for you. So it's us, it's our employees out at the shelter, it's our employees at the doggy bag, and even some of our board members. But starting next week from August 6th to the 10th, for $5, you can come drop off a photo and we will draw them. So we think they're pretty good. They're not professional by any means, but we started this 3 years ago, and it's been really popular. So, but
look at that.
Yeah,
it's
so
pretty cute.
We think it's a really cute fundraiser, and you get something that's really unique and you can't really get it anywhere else. And it's also really nice for our staff to just kind of meet and get to know your animals and just take some time to create these lovely pieces of artwork. It's just a really fun and cute fundraiser that not only do our staff enjoy, but it's also something fun for the community to get involved in.
Yes, it's definitely unique. And now it's $5. Where do these proceeds go towards?
Yeah, so it goes all to our fur babies. So that's a $5 rabies vaccine. It's several cans of wet cat food. It all goes back to the fur babies, and it's really nice because some of the photos we'll see are like returning members. So like we have a wonderful lady and she does it every year with us, or we see some of our own adoptees and we get to see them doing how they're doing in their new homes and their new names. So it's a wonderful way just to contribute.
Absolutely, absolutely. And so this will be, as you said, August 6th to the 10th, where people can sign up, pay the $5 and drop off the photo. When can they go to pick them up? Yeah,
so that's going to be August 20th through the 24th. Just give us a little bit more time, but it does have to be a physical photo just because we have such a large amount of them and it gets distributed into 3 groups. But August 6th to the 10th, it's drop off at our doggy bag resale shop at 514 North Broadway. All the way from that next Tuesday through that Saturday, and then give us like a week and a half, 2 weeks, and they'll be ready for pickup.
And is there any limit on how many photos you guys are drawing?
No, and we don't do just cats and dogs. We've had lizards, we've had guinea pigs, we've had horses submitted. So any type of pet that you want, we will draw up for you.
Well, definitely take them up on it. We will, of course, have all that information later on our website, KOAMnewsnow.com. Thank you so much, Jasmine, for being with us this morning. We'll be right back with more of the KOAM Morning News right after this.
For upfront pricing on every new Subaru, click on FletcherSubaru.com. Take the guesswork out of getting a great value with Frank Fletcher's legendary low prices on every new Subaru listed right on the website. We have new inventory arriving weekly. Buy now and get 2.9% for 72 months on new 2024 Outbacks. Remember, every new Subaru from Fletcher has our exclusive free lifetime warranty. That's Frank Fletcher Subaru in Joplin and FletcherSubaru.com.
If you're a weekend warrior who likes to go, 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 don't let pain put the brakes on your pace. When you need help with an injury that keeps you from moving, you want an orthopedic team with a proven track record. Freeman Orthopedics and Sports Medicine is nationally recognized and were recently named CareCheck's #1 hospital in the market and top 10% hospital.
The America First conservative Vivek Malik. He stands with President Trump. Vivek strongly supports his efforts to build the wall, secure our nation's southern border, and wage war on drug cartels, smuggling fentanyl into Missouri. As Missouri Treasurer, Vivek stands strong for us. He's divested state funds from China and opposes taxpayer benefits for illegal immigrants. On August 6th, vote for Missouri Treasurer Vivek Malik, an America First conservative we can all be proud of.
I have type 2 diabetes, but I manage it well. It's a little pill with a big story to tell. I take once daily Jardians at each day's start. As time went on, it was easy to see I'm lowering my A1C.
Jardians works 24/7 in your body to flush out some sugar. And for adults with type 2 diabetes and known heart disease, Jardians can lower the risk of cardiovascular death too.
Serious side effects may include ketoacidosis that may be fatal, dehydration that can lead to sudden worsening of kidney function, and genital yeast or urinary tract infections. A rare life-threatening bacterial infection in the skin of the perineum could occur. Stop Jardiance and call your doctor right away if you have symptoms of this infection, ketoacidosis, or an allergic reaction. You may have increased risk for lower limb loss. Call your doctor right away if you have symptoms of infection in your legs or feet. Taking Jardiance with a sulfonylurea or insulin may cause low blood sugar.
Jardiance is really swell, the little pill with a big story to tell.
Welcome back to the KOAM Morning News, 7:16 now on this Tuesday morning. We're taking a look at the Skywatch Storm Tracker. Still got a few isolated showers out there in the parts of southeastern Kansas, so not much. We've got a thunderstorm, some lightning there near Emporia. This is kind of reminiscent of this shower here back when it was a storm back off a little further to the northwest. Quite a bit of lightning once these things actually get going, but then they very quickly die out as well. So we got a shower near Burlington, one north of Yates Center, and this decaying shower just north of Bronson out there. So yeah, if you watch, you can see all that lightning that came real quickly. Actually, that shower is now pretty well gone, but we are seeing some activity attempt to redevelop. Unfortunately, you look at our highlighted county area, look at how much of us aren't seeing anything. That's going to be the case with our rain chances over the next couple of 3 days here. We'll have isolated chances of a shower or thunderstorm. The majority of us are simply going to be dry, hot, and muggy and breezy. South-southwest winds today still gusting upwards of 25 miles an hour. We head into our Wednesday and it is the same situation, perhaps an isolated shower or thunderstorm. The majority of us are unfortunately going to remain dry. However, look at these temperatures at 10 o'clock at night. Remember, pop-up storms and showers feed off the heating of the day. Well, we've still got plenty of heating going on even late at night, so we could get an additional stray shower or two. We go into our Thursday, another similar situation, maybe an isolated shower or storm, otherwise just hot and muggy. And that's why we have alert days today and tomorrow at least, and we might even go further than that. We have these excessive heat warnings for majority of the area, and in these zones, you could see heat index values approaching 115 degrees. And in the heat advisories, it's not much better. We're talking heat index values 105 to 110 degrees. This is dangerous, potentially deadly heat. So some quick reminders. Make sure that you're taking your pets on early morning walks, like right now, like an hour ago. And otherwise, they've got to be inside. Kids really need to be inside. They don't understand the dangers of the heat. They'll keep playing until they get sick, and we don't want that to happen. And make sure they're staying hydrated. Water, Pedialyte pops. I'm sure a number of our companies with outdoor workers in the area are taking appropriate precautions, providing something to drink, but make sure you're taking advantage of that. Take advantage of frequent breaks, find shade where you can, and check in on the elderly. Make sure their AC especially is still running, because these things are going to get quite a workout over the next several days. We're at that point where, again, heat exhaustion is likely, heat stroke is possible. We have these safety tips and some of the warning signs and symptoms of heat exhaustion and heat stroke on our website at KOAMnewsnow.com. Got a smattering of clouds over Joplin right now. 78, feels like 80. That dew point at 71. Temperatures to start our day are in the upper 70s to right around 80 degrees. And then we look at those dew points. And the dew points for most of us are in the low to mid 70s. We do have some upper 70s here and there. So that puts us in the muggy, soupy, and beyond range out there. So a very uncomfortable start, leading to heat index values already into the low to mid 80s across a good portion of the 4 states. We got our morning started. Again, a stray shower or storm. Most of us dry, partly cloudy, upper 80s by 11 o'clock today. Our highs today going into the upper 90s, lower 100s with that, again, that chance of an isolated shower or storm. Mostly clear skies overnight. No relief from the heat. We'll stay right around 80 for our overnight lows. And as we head down the week, 100 degrees, maybe a little better tomorrow, and I mean a little higher than 100, near 100 Thursday. And we hold on to these high temperatures all the way into next week. Sunny skies, upper 90s, lower 100s. The only relief we're seeing right now looks to be next Thursday with some scattered storm chances and temperatures into the low 90s. That's Check Your Forecast. We're back with more right after this.
revolutionary socket fan by Bell & Howell. The amazing 2-in-1 ceiling fan and light. If you can screw in a light bulb, you can hang the socket fan light. Socket fan comes with this handy remote. You can control the light and the breeze that you need. Socket fan fits any standard light socket. You can do it yourself in less than 10 seconds.
And now, the Socket Fan Lights with Deep Socket Extender is yours for $49.95 with free shipping. Order now, and you can get a second fan for 50% off.
Get cool fast with Socket Fan.
Jay Ashcroft opposed a total ban on the Chinese Communist Party buying up Missouri farmland. Ashcroft took lavish trips from liberal groups, including one that supports amnesty for illegals. Jay Ashcroft helped Mark Zuckerberg skew the election against President Trump, allowing Zuckerbucks to flood Missouri, and refused to support Trump's election integrity measures. That's why President Trump endorsed his conservative opponent, Mike Kehoe, for governor, along with police, firefighters, and farm groups. Paid for by the American Dream PAC.
Struggling with moderate to severe Crohn's disease or ulcerative colitis? Talk to your doctor about #1 prescribed Entyvio, offering 2 maintenance options, including the Entyvio pen. Infusion and serious allergic reactions can happen during or after treatment. Entyvio may increase risk of infection, which can be serious. PML, a rare, potentially fatal brain infection, cannot be ruled out. Tell your doctor if you have an infection, flu-like symptoms, sores, or are prone to infections. Liver problems can occur. Entyvio, relief, remission for real.
It's Windstock 24, jam-packed summer giveaways at High Winds. Earn entries now and be at High Winds on Saturday night, August 10th, when you can win a brand new Can-Am Ryker 900 3-wheeled motorcycle, all set up and ready to go from Pitbull Power Sports in Joplin. The Can-Am Ryker is easy to operate and gives you a ride experience like no other vehicle. Win yours at High Winds on Saturday, August 10th. Visit our Facebook or see highwindscasino.com for details.
One of summer's greatest hits, snapping that first back-to-school pic. But they might have other plans. One thing you can both agree on is that great style from top brands holds up until the last day of school pic, when you get to do this all over again. Getting ready for back to school at Macy's. Just one of summer's greatest hits.
Welcome back to the KOAM Morning News. We've got our good friend Charlene Patton joining us all the way from Topeka, as she's here with something that, with this heat, will help you keep your house a little cooler. Welcome back to the show. So
thank you.
You've got something that, as we were discussing in the break, you don't need any heat in the kitchen to make. What do we got here?
We are making a wild green salad with a special dressing.
Okay.
And you know, you can get all kinds of dressings in the grocery store, but it's kind of fun to make your own.
Yeah.
And this one has lots of flavor in it. But to start with, we just have a mixture of greens. So whatever you want to have for your salad, and then we're going to put some raspberries on it. These are fresh raspberries, but you know, Chris, like when you're doing it yourself, if you'd rather have another fruit, strawberries, oranges, whatever you want, you can even add several different fruits. The raspberries really do give this a pretty color to it though, and add that to your salad.
Yeah.
To that then, after you do the raspberries, we have some walnuts. I did toast those in the oven, so they just brings out the flavor and makes them a little bit crispier.
Okay.
And usually about 10 minutes in the oven at 350, and then about halfway through it, shake the pan a little bit to kind of move them around, and then they're done. So those were cooled. This is Gorgonzola cheese. Now it's a lot like blue cheese, so if you don't like that strong flavor of the cheese, you could definitely use a different one. But it really does go nicely with the raspberries and the walnuts and our greens that we have there.
Okay.
Now the special part of this is the dressing, right?
Yeah.
This is, I did it in the blender. It's fresh raspberries, balsamic vinegar, vegetable oil, little red onion, and do that until it's nice, and a little bit of salt that we have with it. Drizzle that on it. But I love this dressing. You don't need to use it all. You put what you don't use back in the refrigerator, and look at that color that it adds, that bright red.
That looks wonderful.
And you could do this same recipe and use it with strawberries too.
Okay, so you got that's the thing I love about a number of these recipes is you present the ingredients, but there's a number of alternatives. If you don't necessarily like that one thing, you can change it up and it's not going to have a significant impact on how it comes out. It's still going to be amazing.
That's right, because you're making it yourself, so you can easily make those adjustments that your family likes.
And of course, aside from toasting the walnuts, you don't have to get the heat going in the kitchen with that oven there. So, and the walnut toasting doesn't take that long. So that's some good news with how hot it's going to be here across the area. And of course, Charlene, folks want this recipe, any of the other ones, what do they need to do?
They can call our 800 number 877-KS-Soybean, or you can go to our website at kansassoybeans.org, get all the recipes for July.
That's an excellent thing to do, and go ahead and get those recipes now so you can start working on them. As we mentioned too, over this month, keeps the kids busy. A lot of these are handy for the kids to do. So
that's right.
Charlene, thank you so much for joining us. So of course, if you missed out on any of that, don't worry, it's going to be on our website as well, KOAMnewsnow.com. We'll be back with more of the KOAM Morning News right after this.
Hi, it's Christy with Miss Daisy's. Are you looking to spruce up your space or find that perfect gift? We've got everything you need, from curated furniture and decor to unique finds in our boutique. Come on in and discover something special today.
The interview set for KOAM News Now is provided by Wesco Home Furnishings. With 11 convenient locations across the 4 states, Wesco is your go-to destination for all your home furnishing needs. Wesco has the perfect match for KOAM, and chances are they will have the perfect match for you too.
Don't miss Hairball. Live on the Outdoor Corral stage October 5th at 8 p.m. Tickets are available online now at kansascrossingcasino.com, your entertainment destination.
You deserve to know your money's not being used to support a woke agenda, like the funds being used to facilitate out-of-state abortions, drag shows at our public museums, shoving DEI down our throats, and backdoor deals with China. As your state treasurer, I'll reveal the truth about where your tax dollars have been going. And unlike my opponents, I'm not bought and paid for by lobbyists, so I'm not a puppet, and I have no fear to call it all out. Help me drain the Missouri swamp by voting Lori Rook on August 6th, because you deserve to know.
Sometimes it takes a different approach to see the difference you can make around you. With Capella University's game-changing FlexPath format, set your own deadlines and access coursework anytime. Imagine your future differently with Capella University.
I'm Carl Alberg, Chief of Police.
How are your murders?
Unsolved. I can always tell when somebody's lying to me.
It's an all-new 2 hours of the $1 Million Music Game Show.
We need you to remember the lyrics of the song.
Don't forget the lyrics. All new 2 hours Thursday on Fox.
Hi, it's Christy with Miss Daisy's. Are you looking to spruce up your space or find that perfect gift? We've got everything you need, from curated furniture and decor to unique finds in our boutique. Come on in and discover something special today.
The 4 states' most watched news starts now.
Welcome back to the KOAM Morning News on Fox 14. It's just coming up on 7:29. I'm Elise Snowy. Authorities arrested Deputy School Resource Officer in Newton County for domestic assault. Neosho police responded to the report over the weekend. They arrested this man, Joseph Childers, an SRO for the Diamond School District in Newton County deputy. Childers has been charged with second-degree domestic assault. He is currently being held in the McDonald County Jail without bond. Well, even though the official start to Marion Days isn't until Thursday, it's already starting to look like a small city is growing inside of Carthage, Missouri. Every year, the annual Catholic Vietnamese celebration brings in tens of thousands of visitors to the Maple Leaf City. And guests, the Carthage Chamber president says, bring a big boost to the local economy.
Have an influx of 100,000 people that come to your community. They're shopping here, they're eating here, they're getting their gas. It is a big economic impact to our community. We welcome them, we want them to feel welcome, and they do really well at patronizing our businesses.
Thousands of the visitors choose to camp and even more stay in local hotels and Airbnbs. Well, beyond the call of duty is a traveling memorial that pays tribute to fallen officers across the country. It made a stop yesterday at the Joplin Police Department and features images of Officer Jake Reed and Corporal Ben Cooper. The memorial also featured Carthage High School graduate Officer Lane Burns, who died in the line of duty in 2022 as a Bonne Terre, Missouri police officer.
When there is a loss, initially there's a huge outpouring of support. And over a little bit of time, some of that kind of dwindles away. And all the while, the families, friends and families, their lives changed forever that day.
McCarter says they created the traveling memorial so that people all over the country hear fallen officers' stories, see their faces, and support their families. The entire annual trip is 23,000 miles. Now here's Chris with a quick look at your forecast.
Yeah, we've got an alert day today and into tomorrow as well, and this is why we have excessive heat warnings across most of the area, and this is for heat index values that could approach 115 degrees. We've mentioned it before, we're going to mention it again. You have to treat this heat as if it was a severe weather situation. You would take appropriate precautions if we had severe thunderstorms or, if we had a tornado warning. You need to take the same precautions or be as safe with this as you would with severe weather. You've got to make sure you're staying hydrated, stay indoors if you can, take frequent breaks if you have to be outside. And even in the heat advisories, you're not much better. Heat index value is still 105 to 110 degrees. Future Track does show again the opportunity for a couple of stray showers or thunderstorms as we head into this afternoon. The majority of us will simply be hot and dry, and we'll have those south-southwest winds gusting upwards of about 25 miles an hour. We've already seen a few pop-up showers this morning in parts of southeastern Kansas, but really there's not much out there. 78 in Joplin right now, up to 79 in Pittsburgh, and around the region temperatures have been warm all morning long, upper 70s to right around 80 degrees, and then you factor in the dew point and the humidity and you get those heat indexes, and this is where we're sitting. Some upper 70s, but a number of low to mid 80s, and look at Miami right now, feels like 87 degrees, and it's 7:32 in the morning. And it almost feels like 90. Heat index values rose very quickly yesterday. They're going to do the same thing today, hence the advisories and the warnings out there. We're looking at partly cloudy skies today. Again, maybe a stray shower or storm. Highs upper 90s, lower 100s, absolutely possible, especially the further west you go. And for a good portion of the area, heat index values up to 115 degrees. Don't forget, we have a number of heat safety tips and the warning signs of heat stroke and heat exhaustion on our website, KOAMNewsNow.com. We'll have another foliage forecast. Talk about how long this heat lasts here in just a few more minutes. Elise?
As the temperatures climb, wildfires are surging across the western U.S. and destroying land and structures. But there's also physical risks from the massive clouds of smoke that a new study is shedding light on. Fox News' Ted Lindner takes a closer look at the possible dangers.
Multiple large blazes continue decimating communities across the West. With California's Park Fire, one of the largest in the state's history, threatening to destroy thousands of structures as it charred through more than 373,000 acres across at least 4 northern counties as of Monday.
We knew it was going to be bad. We just didn't know how bad it was going to be.
Insurance companies in the Golden State have been dropping homeowners coverage as the risk of wildfires continues to grow. Ron Ward recently lost his before the Park Fire inched towards his property. He stayed behind to fight off the flames and save his home.
Put in a high-pressure fire pump and put up sprinklers all the way around our property. The pump that I was talking about got delivered the same time the fire started.
In Colorado, meanwhile, the Alexander Mountain Fire, north of Boulder, quickly spread to more than 300 acres as of Monday, forcing evacuations.
Anxious moments.
Yes, for sure.
Fires like these produce thick smoke that can travel for miles and bring air quality to dangerous levels. According to a new study out this week, breathing in small particles found in wildfire smoke may be worse for people's brain health than other types of air pollution. Officials at the Alzheimer's Association International Conference say the research suggests that wildfire smoke may even lead to an increased risk of dementia. With wildfire season lasting until the fall, health experts say those in affected areas should stay indoors when faced with poor air quality. Ted Lindner, Fox News.
That's a look at our top news stories coming up this half hour on the KOAM Morning News. Maryland kids are learning to get their hands dirty by planting their very own garden.
Hello and welcome back to Arvis Finance Files. Joining me today is Kristen Sweet. How are you doing today?
I'm good, thank you.
Awesome. It is home buying season. What are the important steps to buying a home?
Okay, so first, I think that the most important step is, one, you want to get pre-qualified so that you know what you're able to buy. And I always tell my customers, it's not what you're able to afford, but what you want to afford, because maybe they don't want that payment that they're able to afford. So I think it's so important to meet with a lender and make sure that you know what you want to afford and what price range you're looking to buy in.
Of course, and this is actually a personal question for me.
Sure.
What should you look for in a lender?
Somebody with cool hair.
Oh my God, of course, yes.
I'm kidding. You actually, so here's the deal. I pride myself in personally in being honest with my customers and really, you know, helping them walk through the process and making sure that they're comfortable with it. So I think you should look for somebody who you're comfortable working with and that makes you feel confident in going out and doing your house shopping.
That is awesome. And Kristen, can you talk about products and rates and how do you find the best ones?
So that kind of goes back to the lender of your choice. Whatever lender you choose is going to be able to help you find the best product for you. Again, that's something that I really strive to help my customers do, is make sure that whatever product we put them in is the product that is going to best benefit them. Just because conventional financing is a popular product doesn't necessarily mean that that's the product for you. I would encourage people to go out and, you know, we post our rates on our website at arvest.com. You can also access the mortgage application out there and find the lender of your preference, or obviously call any location and they can help you.
Well, thank you so much, Kristen.
Absolutely.
In Consumer Watch this morning, the U.S. national debt reaches a new milestone. The Treasury Department reports the national debt surpassed $35 trillion for the first time as the government accumulates debt at a historic pace. The report comes just 3 months after the national debt reached $34 trillion. The Congressional Budget Office estimates the federal government's budget deficit will reach $1.9 trillion this year. The U.S. Appeals Court blocks a new rule to require transparency on airline fees. The Transportation Department's new rule would require airlines to be upfront about its fees until a full review is completed. The new rule was meant to provide more insight on what consumers are paying for, but the judges ruled that it exceeds the agency's authority. The panel also says the rule could cause irreparable harm toward airlines. Out with the old and in with the new. Target says it wants your old jeans in exchange for a discount on some new ones. Target announces its first ever denim take back event yesterday. The event will take place August 4th to August 10th, and the retailer says customers will be able to turn in their old jeans and receive 20% off a new denim purchase with a Target Circle. Target says the goal of the new initiative is to make it affordable for customers to update their denim wardrobes. A recent study by Bankrate found nearly half of homeowners want mortgage rates much lower before purchasing a new home. Jen Sullivan looks at how current rates are impacting home sales.
It's part of the American dream, owning a home. But it's a dream that has recently been unreachable for many as inflation rates hit a 23-year high.
High mortgage rates and high home prices have really deferred that dream for a lot of Americans. It's just really hard to buy a home right now, especially for first-time buyers.
Jeff Ostrowski is an analyst at Bankrate. They recently conducted a survey with over 1,000 current home buyers and found 47% say they need to see mortgage rates fall below 5% for them to be comfortable purchasing a new home this year. 38% say they want to see those rates at less than 4%, but current rates are much higher than that. According to Freddie Mac, as of last week, a 30-year fixed mortgage rate was 6.78%.
The expectations among Americans aren't really in line with the mortgage rate reality.
The high rates could be turning away potential buyers. Existing home sales slipped in June to 5.4%, according to the National Association of Realtors. While sales are down, prices are up. The median home sale price in June was $426,900. That's the second straight month prices have reached an all-time high.
All those homeowners who locked in their 3% mortgage rates during the pandemic are in no hurry to get another mortgage at 7%. And that's really frozen the housing market.
The good news is many economists predict the Federal Reserve will drop interest rates in September. But Ostrowski says the mortgage market will likely dip before the Fed acts. For Consumer Watch, I'm Jen Sullivan.
Now to look at our top consumer stories. Let's take a look at the market prices before the opening bell.
Respect.
Would you both like to settle the case that way? Plaintiff, defendant.
The People's Court.
Wonderful.
People's Court, weekdays at 11, right here on Fox 14.
You're all looking for something new.
New?
At US Cellular, new and current customers can get the new Samsung Galaxy Z Flip 6 or Z Fold 6 on us.
I usually just try out a new look, but that sounds lit.
I heard their cameras have new Galaxy AI features.
Have what?
Galaxy AI.
Gonna get one now.
I'm fine.
New and current customers get the new Samsung Galaxy Z Flip 6 or Z Fold 6 on us. US Cellular, built for us.
Not sure what to do after a motorcycle crash? Call Aaron Sachs and Associates. Here's a fact: the road can be a tricky place for motorcycles. If you've been injured on a motorcycle, get the facts and the help you need. Call Aaron Sachs and Associates.
Chances are you probably aren't a roofing contractor. Neither is your neighbor, nor your coworker, or whoever this is. So let's leave it to the experts. You need to talk to us. John Cotton Roofing is the roofing specialist of the 4 states. You deserve experienced service and superior quality. We work with most insurance companies to get you the protection you need for your home. Talk to the pros that know. For roofing, siding, guttering, and more, don't wait till your roof is rotten. Call John Cotton today.
Kenneth Lee Simpson was already a 14-time felon when he crossed paths with Andrew Bailey, the prosecutor during Simpson's 14-month meth-fueled crime spree, setting off bombs, assaulting family. Each time, Bailey treated this ticking time bomb with kid gloves, filing minor charges, resulting in an all-too-brief sentence. Last year, the bomb went off. Simpson allegedly killed a cop. Missouri's top cop shouldn't coddle cop killers.
Welcome back to the KOAM Morning News. It is 7:43 on this Tuesday morning, and we're starting with the Skywatch Storm Tracker. Right now in our immediate area, just a couple of stray showers into southeastern Kansas. But as you see, we do have some thunderstorms but man, it's like yesterday. They're kind of just forming right around our immediate coverage area here. We have some showers near Burlington, near Waverly. We've got those thunderstorms now east of Emporia, north of Madison. And these all, again, progressively trying to push off to the east across the area. They're still redeveloping, still some development even further back behind that, but the majority of us, unfortunately, through today are going to remain dry. However, we'll still have an opportunity for an isolated shower or storm as we head through the afternoon and into the evening hours out there. But again, the rest of it's just hot and muggy. That's why we have an alert day today and tomorrow as well because of the dangerous heat, which we're going to talk about that in just a moment. Wednesday, another opportunity for an isolated shower or storm. Greater opportunities for dangerous heat continuing across the area. And remember, pop-up showers and storms rely on the heating of the day. Here we are at 10 o'clock. It's still pushing 90 degrees in some locations, so we could get some additional showers late Wednesday night into very early Thursday morning. Thursday, another hot, muggy, miserable day, but another opportunity for a stray shower or thunderstorm will be out there as well. Here's the reason for our alert day. Take a look. The majority of our area under excessive heat warnings. So what that means is we could see heat index values in these zones upwards of 115 degrees. We're talking dangerous, potentially deadly heat. For the heat advisories, we're looking at heat index values 105 to 110. So it's not like you're going to be doing any better if you're under the advisory compared to the warning. Either way, you got to play it safe out there. So remember, we have a number of extreme heat safety tips on our website at KOAMnewsnow.com. We also have a handy graphic that explains the warning signs, symptoms, and the differences between heat exhaustion and heat stroke. Heat stroke is potentially more deadly. Heat exhaustion still serious though, and you can find out all the warning signs there because that's the zone that we are in for these heat index values as we head through the next few days. Just a few clouds from our camera at 7th and Rangeline. 78 in Joplin, dew points at 71, making it feel like 80 degrees. Temperatures across the region, upper 70s. We're getting right at 80 degrees, and we now got some low 80s, 81 in Miami. Then we throw in the dew points, which are absolutely uncomfortable. Got a lot of low to mid 70 degree dew points, but into northeastern Oklahoma, extreme southeast Kansas, we've got dew points in the upper 70s. So we go from muggy to soupy and beyond on the dew point tracker, and that also produces uncomfortable heat index values already this morning. A lot of low to mid 80s. In Miami, it feels like it's 87 degrees this morning. We get our day underway, partly cloudy. Again, maybe an isolated shower storm. Most of us dry and hot. 88 by 11 o'clock this morning. That's ahead of our highs going into the upper 90s and lower 100s with partly cloudy skies and again an isolated shower or storm out there. Heading into the evening, skies will eventually begin to clear out a little bit. We have a few clouds overnight. No relief from the heat. We're going to fall down right around 80 degrees for our overnight low. Some of you a little cooler, some of you a little warmer. And as we look into the next several days, there's just really no significant relief. I was looking at some of the long-range data, and of course it will change 100 times between now and then, but it looks like our next best chance of organized rain and relief from this heat is about another week, week and a half from now. Possibly even 2 weeks. So we're going to have to deal with this for a while. 100 degrees on Wednesday, near 100 on Thursday, upper 90s on Friday, maybe isolated storm or two through Friday. Sunny skies heading into the next work week, keeping those temperatures upper 90s, lower 100s, and maybe a few storms next Thursday. That's Check Your Forecast. We're back with more of the KOAM Morning News right after this.
It's Windstock 24, jam-packed summer giveaways at High Winds. Earn entries now and be at High Winds on Saturday night, August 10th, when you can win a brand new Can-Am Ryker 900 three-wheeled motorcycle, all set up and ready to go from Pitbull Power Sports in Joplin. The Can-Am Ryker is easy to operate and gives you a ride experience like no other vehicle. Win yours at High Winds on Saturday, August 10th. Visit our Facebook or see highwindscasino.com for details.
The America First conservative Vivek Malik. He stands with President Trump. Vivek strongly supports his efforts to build the wall, secure our nation's southern border, and wage war on drug cartels smuggling fentanyl into Missouri. As Missouri Treasurer, Vivek stands strong for us. He's divested state funds from China and opposes taxpayer benefits for illegal immigrants. On August 6th, vote for Missouri Treasurer Vivek Malik, an America First conservative we can all be proud of.
Why always the couch? Does he need to go to puppy school? Get his little puppy diploma. How much have I been spending on this little guy?
When your questions about life turn into questions about money, there's Erica, the virtual financial assistant to help you spend, save, and plan smarter. Only from Bank of America. What would you like the power to do?
I love the great outdoors. From indoors, it's a vibe. Do I enjoy being in nature? Do I like looking at it? For sure. So if maintaining forests maintains my happy place, yeah, I'm gonna be a papertarian. Living room? Sanctuary. Bathroom? Sanctuary. Other living room? Well, that's just extra. In America, we have private forests. So when you choose this, the forest people will replenish that. So those outdoor creatures can stay where they belong.
But if you close your eyes, does it almost feel like nothing's changed at all?
Incredible! The stage is set. There are clues everywhere.
What the heck is that?
I always rock it up.
You guys are all missing the biggest clue.
I'm stumped right now.
One group is working to pay it forward service to county by planting seeds for a healthier future. The Sons of the American Legion has launched a new effort to get kids involved in gardening.
As Natalie Brand shows us, the idea sprouted in Maryland and could spread nationwide.
Tucked behind American Legion Post 217, a garden oasis.
We've got our herbs right here. We've got a whole variety of basil, oregano.
And labor of love for Sean Phelan, who's growing fresh produce for veterans and their families.
I'm only one person, so I needed some help.
So he recruited a new generation of green thumbs.
This is our new garden bed.
Cultivating their appetite.
You want to try one?
And an appreciation for working in the dirt.
How you have fresh air, getting out, eating vegetables instead of eating junk food.
It's really cool to eat the food that you grow.
The Post Pizza Garden has become a family and neighborhood affair.
I think it's something that can involve everyone in the community.
The Sons of the American Legion hopes this pilot program in Maryland takes off nationwide.
Get children off the Xboxes, outside, doing something with their family, doing something with the parents. Or the American Legion actually serves as some people's parents for kids who have single moms and dads. To get them in the American Legion, to get them outside, one of the sayings we used was get it in their hands to get it in their hearts.
Most people think that I'm some sort of horticulturalist. I'm actually an IT programmer, so I spend all day writing computer code. And gardening's just my hobby.
A passion rooted.
I like the radish.
You like the radish?
Well, you planted them.
In giving back.
The Maryland Pizza Garden also attracted the support of local city council members with the hope that this will inspire other posts nationwide to adopt the concept.
You know, that one kid said it the best, you know, it's great to eat what you grow.
Yes, absolutely.
Because it's yours.
Yes.
You had a hand in that. It's not something you just picked up from somewhere. You did it yourself.
Fantastic.
It's like making your own meals.
Yeah.
Okay.
There you go.
I don't know where look, it's too hot and I'm too tired and it's been a long morning already. Let's take a look at the Skywatch Storm Tracker, shall we, and see what we are growing out there, which right now we're growing a few scattered showers and storms, barely touching our viewing area, but we do have some activity out there. We got a shower near Burlington, just to the west of Garnett, north of Garnett as well. We've got these showers north of Madison and Greenwood County. It's some thunderstorms east of Emporia out there, and that's really about it. We had some pop up early this morning. They kind of died out, and that's still cycling. And we have some additional storms developing back behind that. But again, we're just kind of in that point where with these isolated showers and storms, the majority of us, as you saw in the Skywatch Storm Tracker, are going to remain dry. Future Track shows that opportunity for an isolated shower storm again through the afternoon into the evening. Then we'll see that pattern repeat as we go into our Wednesday. And we're also looking at the possibility of some gusty winds as well. Southwest winds upwards of 25 miles an hour. But the big story again is going to be the dangerous heat that's going to continue for us. We do have excessive heat warnings for most of the area. We're talking heat index values to 115 degrees out there. And in the heat advisories, we're talking heat index values still 105 to 110. So do make sure you're taking appropriate precautions. And remember, we got a number of heat safety tips on our website. We're having another look at your forecast, the news you need to know right after this.
T.H. Rogers, Neosho, Missouri, and Pittsburgh and Parsons, Kansas is stocked full inside and out for all your projects. Flex on Supreme Duty King-Free hose with dual swiveling ends, 50 feet for $19.99, 100 feet for $29.99. Need tools? We've got you covered. Freshening up paint or building a deck? We've got you covered. New grills, smoker, or accessories? We've got you covered there too. Have a question or need help? Let one of our friendly sales professionals help with your project. Stop into any of our locations and see all T.H. Rogers has to offer.
Are you having trouble hearing your TV or listening to conversations in loud spaces? Then it might be time to consider Nano hearing aids. Don't mistake Nanos for cheap amplifiers. Nanos are FDA-registered OTC hearing aids, which means no more having to go to a doctor and spend thousands. Nano hearing aids are now offering $100 off through this special TV offer. Order right now and get 2 CIC rechargeable hearing aids for only $297. And if you're not happy, return them for a full refund.
I'm Derek Schmidt. I've always stood tall for our conservative values. As your Attorney General, I banned sanctuary cities, sued Joe Biden to end his open border nightmare, and fought to stop Biden's IRS from spying on your bank account. I defended the America First agenda, took 8 cases to the U.S. Supreme Court, and won them all. I'm Derek Schmidt, and I approve this message because Kansans deserve a fighter in Congress who will always stand tall for our conservative values.
Your weekend just got better with great summer deals at Macy's. Save on everything you need to stay cool and look amazing for the rest of the season with an extra 15% off. Starting Wednesday at Macy's.
What kind of a sick world do you live in?
A birthday challenge that's no cakewalk.
It's a little bit reckless.
MasterChef Generations. 2 all-new hours Wednesday on Fox.
Four State Heroes is brought to you in part by your Midwest Ford dealers.
We take this time now to honor a local veteran, Airman First Class Justin Leeper, served in the U.S. Air Force during Operation Iraqi Freedom in 2009. The Carthage, Missouri native was part of the 379th Expeditionary Security Forces Squadron. We are proud to salute Justin Leeper, a four-state hero.
Well, here's a check of today's top headlines, the news you need to know before you head out the door. Authorities arrested Deputy School Resource Officer Joseph Childers in Newton County for domestic assault. Childers has been charged with second-degree domestic assault, and he is currently being held in the McDonald County Jail without bond. Beyond the Call of Duty made a stop at the Joplin Police Department yesterday to feature images of Officer Jake Reed and Corporal Ben Cooper. The memorial also featured Carthage High School graduate officer Lane Burns, who died in the line of duty in 2022 as a Bonne Terre, Missouri police officer. The traveling memorial was created so that people all over the country can hear fallen officer stories, see their faces, and support their families. And the Healthy Bourbon County Action Team received a grant of $55,000 to help tackle food insecurity in Bourbon County. The grant will be given each year for 3 years and will help the organization give out food to the community. 400 people have been served since 2022, and the organization depends heavily on grants to feed those in need.
And we have an alert day today and tomorrow. Excessive heat warnings out there. Heat index values to 115 are highs today. Upper 90s, lower 100s, and we have partly cloudy skies and maybe a stray shower or thunderstorm. Mostly clear skies tonight. Temperatures, no major relief from the heat as we fall back to about 80 degrees. And we're going to hold on to the dangerous heat over the next several days as well. Temperatures upper 90s out there. Sunny skies return next week. Next best chance of rain is going to be next Thursday across the area.
Alrighty. Well, eyewitness footage captured over the weekend of a massive dragonfly swarm near Musquamcut Beach in Westerly, Rhode Island. Local media reported that beachgoers said the swarm descended like a black cloud, causing people to leave.
Dragonflies in North America migrate each year in late summer and early fall. They're an important part of the ecosystem since they eat mosquitoes and other insects. Experts say getting caught in a dragonfly swarm poses no risk to humans. It's just a little icky.
Yeah, just a little bit.
Bugs
But I
everywhere.
like dragonflies, especially the fact that they eat mosquitoes.
Yeah,
I really like
they're
that about them.
they're pretty cool.
Yeah.
They're very neat looking, and
Mhm.
they seem to have a lot of fun. And they eat mosquitoes, like you said. Well, thank you all so much for letting us put the good in your morning. Stay inside, stay safe, stay hydrated. We'll be back with more news and weather today at noon.
Have a great rest of your morning.